Good morning and welcome to my channel. My name is Natasha. I'm 29 years old and living in London. If it's your first time watching one of my videos, I post daily videos. Have been for over a month now, and I plan to do this for a year. Just talking about whatever comes to my mind on that day. So yeah, it's really fun. Thank you for coming here and listening. I am going for a colonoscopy today at the hospital. So yeah, I didn't sleep well last night and I'm just feeling a little bit nervous. But I'm going to be under anaesthetic, so it shouldn't hurt. And yeah, that's going to happen today. Didn't sleep well, haven't eaten for 24 hours. Had to take a bunch of laxatives last night, but the whole process has actually been absolutely fine. So today I'm going to talk about my housemate who has dementia, Joanna, the best housemate I've ever had in my entire life, and I've lived in a lot of places. So there's a few reasons I want to speak about this today. One is because I think that it's an amazing idea that this agency has, and two, just the miracles that have happened that I've seen with me living here a year, and just to give anybody who's living with somebody with dementia hope and strength, because Joanna's improved massively in a year. So what brought me to moving in here? I was living in Clapham in London, and my landlord raised my rent 3 times in 6 months, which is ridiculous. And the place hadn't been decorated since probably the 1920s. I'm not even joking. Like, place was falling apart. It was right near Clapham Common. It was spacious. I had a big garden. It had a lot of pros, but the price that it was creeping up to didn't suffice. It just wasn't worth it, and it was costing me too much money. So somebody that I met through my AA program and FA program suggested an agency. I'm not going to say which agency just to protect my safety, but there are agencies in London that match up tenants with elderly people, and they offer cheaper rent, which is usually between 500 and all the way down to, I mean, £100, some of them. It depends if you offer any help. So on this scheme that I'm on, I don't have to offer any help, and I work full time, but I do speak to Joanna. I turn her TV off in the evening. I read books to her, and I'm just around and keeping an eye on her. When I first moved in, she had carers 4 times a day coming in, and it actually made me really sad because some of them were quite rough with her, and I had empathy for them because they have to stick to a tight schedule. Of course, they only have a certain amount of time to feed her and change her, but Joanna, I think so she can't talk or have a fully blown conversation, and she's quite away with the fairies. She's really happy, but I think that she got really triggered by people kind of like manhandling her and forcing her to do things like shower and eat, and she would scream a lot, and I found that really triggering. And the carers that would come in and out would leave like poo in the bathroom and leave dirt because they're in a rush, so I'd always have to clean it up. Didn't mind, to be honest. Kept the place always nice and clean and tidy, and always smelling nice for Joanna. So then what happened? So then after about 6 months, it's a really interesting story because Joanna's husband lives upstairs, her ex-husband, sorry. So yeah, they divided the house up many years ago, and the bottom is Joanna's and the top is her ex-husband's, who found me through the agency scheme. He is lovely. He's 80 and he's in Thailand traveling right now. Like, he's in the best health. He is such an inspiration. He is an ex-biology teacher at a private school in Chelsea, originally from Scotland. Just an amazing selfless guy, and how he watches over Joanna just gives me so much faith in humanity, and also a good reminder that there are good men out there. Okay, and also that you can live a long life. And his tip was meditation. Still drinks beer, he drinks alcohol. You know, he's not the healthiest, but meditation, he thinks, has made him able to get to this age in a healthy way. Joanna is not even 80 yet. She was 76 when she got onset dementia, and as I said, she can't talk, she can't walk by herself, she can't get out of bed by herself, but if the carers get her out of bed, she can walk around. Joanna's daughter is a doctor, and unfortunately she has a long-term illness and she can't come to the house very often, but her and her dad set up a court case, and they fought for full-time care for Joanna. So now we have a live-in carer who is amazing. She's from Ghana. I think she's born in London, but she's just the most gentle soul, and she's perfect for Joanna. She speaks to her all day, she sits with her, she holds her hand, she touches her face, and Joanna started talking again. I mean, full sentences. And it just blows my mind and reminds me that miracles can happen. I just feel so blessed also to live in this gorgeous house. The garden here, it's just gorgeous. It's got a huge olive tree. It's so nice sitting outside and eating breakfast, and I can do yoga here. I've got plenty of space, plenty of storage, and as I said, my rent is so low. All bills are included. All winter we have the heating on full whack. We've got a washer, dryer, great kitchen, and I just feel so blessed that I found the situation. And the scheme, I think, obviously there's ones in the UK because I'm part of the agency and you can find those. But if you're in the US, I'm sure they have these schemes. Or what a great business idea. Like, honestly, it's such a good business idea. I think it's great. I might even do it myself one day. So yeah, just a little story time from me this morning. I'm a little bit nervous about my procedure today. Praying for great results from it. And yeah, thank you for listening to my story about my best ever housemate, Joanna, and her improvements, and just how physical connection can heal. And I do say prayers for her, so it's probably Jesus as well. Amen. But yeah, I'm just feeling really blessed and happy, and I'm so grateful that you're listening to my video. And yeah, thank you.